Hey everybody, Josh for Populi here, and when you're using forms, remember not to forget reminders. When you're working with some forms, you might add the form to dozens and dozens of profiles. Some people respond right away, some stall out and need to be prodded. Populi has a built-in prod for forms. Let's talk about it. If you're just getting started with forms, we have other videos and resources that cover the basics, so you might want to check those out. Anyone with the staff role can create and manage forms by default, but specific forms can be set so that only certain roles can access them, manage them, etc. These reminders take the form of custom emails that go out to respondents to remind them that you're waiting on a response. Obviously, this is most useful on forms with tons of pending or unfinished responses, but it can be used with any form. So we'll go to this form, the alumni survey one, and on to the responses tab. And you can see that this one has a bunch of responses, making it an ideal candidate for a reminder. We can see right away that most of these responses still have a status of pending or, in one instance, in progress. Both of those statuses mean that the ball is still in the respondent's court. Ideally, we could just click over here on the Actions button and we'd get an option to send a reminder. But we don't have that for this form right now. That's because we need to create a notification reminder. So we'll click into Notifications, we'll add a notification, and then for Event, select Form Response Reminder Sent. Then for notification, choose Send to a primary email address. Click Save. We want to set the recipient to person completing the form response. You want your subject to be direct and to catch respondent attention. For the body, this can be whatever makes sense. If you'd like to personalize the email, click on the plus sign over here and you can use variables. For instance, we'll type hello, and then with the cursor where we want the variable to appear, we'll insert the linked person's first name. Then when each email goes out, Populi will insert the first name for every instance. By the way, in this case, we could use either linked person or respondent first name for our variables because they're the same. But in some situations, you may be asking someone on your staff to be the respondent and fill out information about a linked person. So we'll pop in some text here. But one thing that we definitely want to include here is a link back to that form so they can go right to it just with a click. Without a link here to the form, swell email, but the respondent will have to find some other way to get to the form. We're going to put the cursor where we want the link to appear, then click into the plus sign, then select respondent URL. That'll supply the link in the email. Now that's the notification nailed down. Back on the Responses tab, let's click that Actions button. Now we get the option to send response reminder. So because we have a notification with that event specified, when we click on Actions, everyone still in a pending or in progress status will get that email we created and won't hassle anyone who's already submitted a response. Again, lots of good resources about forms linked down in the description. A great way to keep up with updates and improvements to Populi as a software is via our weekly release notes. Those go out on Friday and you can follow them in our knowledge base. To do that, when you're logged into Populi, click on Help in the upper right-hand corner, click Search the Knowledge Base, then click Release Notes and Announcements. Click on the heading for release notes and then click Follow. You'll receive an email when we post release notes there, and that'll keep you on the bleeding edge of Populi features and improvements. And the release notes are fun. Lots of people say it's a highlight of their week. I've been Josh for Populi. You've been great. Thanks for watching.